Ancient cat boys. Or Neanderthals if you will. I most certainly will not. Actually, I rather like being trans. I suppose being CIs would be nice and all, but it doesn't quite have the same I will seize destiny by the throat and force it into the shape of my choosing kind of verve. You can't just pick and choose your gender. Well, maybe you can't, coward. Accidentally got in a fight with a girl today and she put me in a headlock and I didn't even try to fight back because that's literally the closest thing to a hug I've gotten from someone my age unlike years, and I'm so touch starved. Anon, I feel so bad for you, but I'm screaming. Till the Spanish Inquisition only found guilty 4% of all trialed and killed only 1800 people over 350 years of existence. It was considered the most humane court in Europe, as opposed to today's perception of the Inquisition. That's an average of 5 people per year. The US has executed an average of 34 people per year since 1976. Wow, when you put it that way, cutting someone's tongue out for publishing a book unapproved by the church does sound quite reasonable. The scene where Odysseus kills the Suitors is very dramatic and all, but like, he's got no clothes on. Odysseus ripped off his rags. Now naked, he leapt upon the threshold with his bow and quiver full of arrows, which he tipped out in a rush before his feet, and spoke. Playtime is over. I will shoot again, towards another mark no man has it. Apollo, may I manage it? I arrive on Ithaca. Bow, strung, disguise, off, PP, out. The Shape of Water needs to be part of a series on monster romance. The Shape of Water, merman boyfriend. The Shape of Fire, hell demon fiance. The Shape of Earth, bog creature wife. The Shape of Air, thirst trap mothman. The Shape of Shadow, Venom. The Shape of You, Ed Sheeran. Listen, I'm a monster fucker, but Ed Sheeran is where I draw the line. Random fact. In 1928 a visionary Russian poet Vladimir Mayakovsky visited Paris for the first time and wrote a poem about the slutty time he had there, ending with, "My PP, like a mythical tale, has been passed from mouth to mouth. Absolute legend." Stranger. Hi. You. If you punch your friend, I'll take my shirt off for you. Stranger. Don't leave. Stranger. Really? Stranger. Hold on. I just witnessed a 12-year-old punch another 12-year-old for the chance to see breasts, and not just a light tap. This was a sucker punch. If these kids aren't smart enough to Google hot girl titty, they aren't smart enough to fake the sound of skin hitting skin. I have found my true calling. I'm not going to heaven. Your face though, I'm laughing tremendously. The most unstoppable force of nature is a cat that's decided it wants to cuddle with you. The most immovable object of nature is a cat that's decided it wants to sit right here. So this little kid at church noticed I'm fat and asked me today, "Why do you have a big belly?" I couldn't really think of an acceptable answer for that, so I simply responded, "Because I'm full of bees." I don't think I've seen a more confused and terrified child in my life as I walked away, hearing him whisper bees to himself. Psychiatric help, 50 cents. The doctor is in. That's a very cheap therapist. May seem a bit sketchy, but I trust her. Why does this kitty need 50 cents? Because cats are small dragons and need to hoard shiny things. Frankie Boyle. In Scotland we have mixed feelings about global warming because we will get to sit on the mountains and watch the English drown. This is the greatest thing I've seen in a long time. Great Britain and its politics never fails to amuse. Sometimes I get sad. Then this comes across my dash again. Fahrenheit 451, or as I like to call it, Celsius 232. A kid in my Canadian English class. Are you ever reading a super overlong pretentious book and just think, wow, this man knows a lot of words, but concise is not one of them. It's okay, you can say Victor Hugo. There's no difference between exercise and black magic. Both of them hurt your body at first and drain you of energy, but the more you dabble in it, the more powerful you become. This is the most inspiring thing I have ever read. They are a witch's two familiars and have gotten along, but one day the witch disappears, and so they must go on a cross-country search in order to bring Jer home. Along the way, the cat learns to loosen up, while the crow gains worldly experience, and they both become better friends. I've been in VR chat for over a year and a half, and have seen some but nothing will top when I stumbled across people holding a legitimate Sunday service this past week. This was literally a world with a Bible passage panoptically encompassing the area. A scarecrow was praying and delivering a sermon, played entirely straight to a crowd of 30 people. And these people were made of the typical VR chat crowd. Weed shade and anarches in boys and edgerals, some sort of Sonic/Knuckles amalgamation shaped like a toilet, the little pigeon birds, even Ronald McDonald was there too. But despite this, it was played completely straight. They prayed together. Somebody had a evangelical testimonial. The scarecrow prayed to help develop everybody's talents or something. I was waiting for a punchline, but it never came. It was serious. It was real. I thought the act was going to drop when somebody with the mod Jesus model got up front and started screaming Hail Satan, but they all managed to collectively ban him in less than a few seconds and resumed without missing a beat. Oh yeah, and there was somebody up front next to the scarecrow, interpreting in ASL fluently. Remember, every time you criticize a child for Fortnite dancing, wearing weird clothing you don't get, or wasting their time on hobbies you don't understand, your transition into the near boomer life form climbs just a few percentages further towards completion. Honestly, couldn't have said it better myself. There are 5 frogs staring at me right now, but only one can be America's next top model. Memes that will never not be funny. 1. Lost Point JPEG. 2. Jeb winning elections. 3. Doing it to M. You know Jeb had to do it to America. I can't believe all of these memes had a hot nasty 3-way and created this image. So we have an Italian exchange student at our school, and he and I were hanging out, and he saw a pony, and he tried to show me, but he didn't know what it was called, so he just pointed at it and said, "Look, the compressed horse." And then he just grinned at his complete understanding of the English language. I'm sorry, but the Norwegian butter crisis of 2011 just confuses my goddamn brain, because how the actual F does an entire country run out of butter? Did Norway just come downstairs like N opens fridge? Norwegian speech. I was gonna explain how the butter crisis happened, but then I noticed your fucking hilarious attempt at writing "we've run out of butter." I'm not sure if you know, but you just basically wrote, "we drove out of the lubrication." Stupid vampire idea. They don't really live in Transylvania, they live in Ireland and Scotland. No sunlight. Plenty of dishes with blood in the mother norm. Everyone is pale, so no one will suspect you're actually dead. My proof was standing next to a goth at the traffic lights, and they opened up their umbrella, and a honestly shat Massel thought the cat was turning into a bat. Are you years or older? Yes. No. Remember. You know why Harry Potter is amazing? 99% of fan theories, headcanons and meta could be canon, because Harry is about as observant as a brick wall. Did Slytherins come back to fight in the Battle of Hogwarts? Did Draco Malfoy enjoy cross-dressing? Was Hermione transgender? Who knows? Certainly not Harry. Harry didn't notice Hermione time traveling around him for a whole year, or his own teacher's handwriting. Harry didn't notice that he was a wizard. My dad made me a PBJ 2.0. When you close it, you get 9 different flavor combinations. Rose, jam, honey, marshmallow, columns, crunchy, Nutella, creamy. Jesus, take the wheel. I want to kiss you. Okay. Anything else you want to do? Pass chemistry. Am I doing this right? Absolutely right.